If you do not think that God is listening to you, or that God does not hear your prayers, listen to this. Woke up yesterday morning. I was getting ready to go to church, and I just like woke up feeling kind of sad. I'm single. A lot of my friends are married, and actually one of my best friends that I would go to church with ended up just moving recently to Montana. So I didn't really have anybody to go to church with yesterday. And I woke up and I remember just like being in bed, and I just like literally said out loud, I go, God, will you please send me some more single friends that I could go to church with? I really want like-minded people that I can go to church with and that I can like start building a community with. Anyway, so I get up, I start getting ready for church. I surprisingly was running a few minutes late, like completely typical for me. So I was like, but I was only running like 5 minutes late, which is like not a big deal for me. Like usually I can show up anywhere at 5 minutes late and I'm like, I'm so good. But specifically for this, I just like, no, what? I'm going to go ahead and wait till the 11 o'clock service because I want to be able to be there for worship. So I just ended up doing something around the house. I made myself a cup of coffee, and then I went to the 11 o'clock. I show up to the 11 o'clock. It is packed. There are people everywhere. Literally, I can't find a seat. And so I'm like, okay. So I'm like walking around. I'm like looking around. I'm like trying to find like one single seat. And so I finally find one in the very, very back next to this really, really sweet couple, and they end up like moving over so I can have it. I'm sitting there for like the first song, and all of a sudden I look up and there are these two girls walking around in the back that are also looking for a seat. I'm like trying to look around to see if I can like see anything for them, and then I actually end up realizing that I know one of the girls. So she's like right in front of me, so like I tap her back. I'm like, hey, I think that there's like a couple seats like over there. And she's like, oh my God, hey. And then the other couple on the other side of me ends up tapping my back and is like, hey, we came to the first service. We're going to be out of here after worship if they want to have our seats. So I'm like, oh my gosh, perfect. So those girls end up sitting next to me. They end up inviting me to coffee afterwards. I go to coffee with them. They're both single. They both love Jesus. And they're just like the sweetest girls, and we had such a good time. But wait, it literally gets better. And like so cool. Like one of them afterwards, I've been really wanting to get involved into a Connect group, and she's like, hey, like I would love to go with you to Connect group. So I'm like, oh my God, we can go to like small group together. And she's like, yeah. And then she's like, and I also am taking tennis lessons. Would you want to come to tennis lessons? And I'm like, yes, I would love to learn tennis. So anyway, I just like leave the coffee shop, and I'm like feeling so excited, energized. And I'm like, thank you, God, like for hearing me. Like I've got like 2 new girls I could go to church with. Kind of like a cool scenario. And so then I run the rest of my errands, and I end up going home at the end of the day. And then I open up my phone and I see this message from this other girl that is like, hey, Christine, one of my best friends just started going to your church, and I know that you go there. Would you mind if I connected you guys? Anyway, all to say, it is